Don't call a contractor until you check these 7 things. Before you call a contractor or buy cabinets, pick countertops, or start tearing anything out, there's one question you need to answer first. Are you actually ready to start your kitchen remodel? Because most expensive kitchen remodel problems do not begin during the installation. They begin earlier, when the measurements are unclear, the layout is unclear, the budget is vague, and the homeowner starts making decisions out of order. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 7 areas you should check before moving forward with your kitchen remodel. And at the end, I'll show you where you can take the free kitchen remodel readiness check to get your own score. Hi, I'm Andre Lucina, developer and owner of Kitchen Planning. Kitchen remodels can get expensive fast, not just because cabinets, countertops, flooring, appliances, and labor cost money, but because unclear decisions create confusion. If you contact contractors before you know what you want, you may get quotes that are hard to compare. If you pick a sink before confirming cabinet base size, you may create an installation issue. If you choose dark cabinets before thinking about lighting, you may end up needing more electrical work than expected. And if your layout is still changing, almost every other decision can shift with it. That's why planning before spending matters. So let's go through the 7 readiness areas every homeowner should think through before starting a kitchen remodel. The first question is simple. Have you measured your kitchen? You do not need a perfect architectural plan to begin thinking through your remodel, but you do need a basic understanding of the space. That means knowing the wall lengths, cabinet runs, appliance locations, ceiling height, window placement, door openings, and any areas that may affect layout. Without measurements, it is very hard to compare cabinet options, countertop needs, flooring quantities, or layout ideas. A lot of remodel confusion starts when people try to price a kitchen without knowing the actual size and constraints of the space. So if you have not measured yet, that is usually the first step. The second question is, do you know whether your layout is changing? This is one of the biggest cost drivers in the kitchen remodel. Keeping the same layout is usually very different from moving plumbing, electrical appliances, or major cabinet runs. If you're still unsure whether the sink is moving, whether an island is being added, or whether walls are coming down, you are not really comparing one remodel plan, you're comparing multiple possible remodels. That does not mean you need to have every layout decision finalized today. But before you start collecting quotes or buying materials, you should know whether your remodel is mostly cosmetic, partially reconfigured, or a major layout change. The third readiness area is cabinets. Have you chosen your cabinet style or finish? Cabinets usually set the tone for the entire kitchen. They affect the look, the budget, the timeline, and decisions around countertops, backsplash, hardware, and flooring. If you're still deciding between white shaker, natural wood, flat panel, modern cabinets, dark cabinets, or a two-tone kitchen, that's completely normal. But you should narrow your direction before you start making too many other finish decisions. The goal is not to pick every single product immediately. The goal is to avoid making countertop, backsplash, and flooring decisions without a clear cabinet direction. The fourth question is, have you chosen your countertop material? Countertops are another major decision because they affect cost, maintenance, style, and installation planning. Quartz, granite, butcher block, laminate, marble, and solid surface options all come with different price points and practical trade-offs. The countertop choice can also affect your sink style, backsplash decision, cabinet color, and overall kitchen feel. So, if you're still comparing materials, that's fine. But before you move too far forward, try to narrow your countertop direction to 2, 3 realistic options. That will make conversations with contractors, fabricators, or designers much clearer. The fifth readiness area is one people often overlook. Have you ever selected your sink appliance or major fixtures? This matters because these choices are not just decorative. A farmhouse sink may require a specific cabinet base. A larger refrigerator may affect surrounding cabinets. A sliding range may change countertop and cabinet planning. A workstation sink, oversized sink, or specialty appliance can create issues if selected too late. This is where a lot of homeowners get surprised. They think they are picking finishes, but they are actually making layout and installation decisions. So before finalizing cabinets or countertops, make sure your sink, appliance, and fixture dimensions are at least being considered. The sixth question is, do you have a realistic budget range? Not a perfect number, a range. A kitchen remodel can have a lot of moving parts. So you want to know what level of remodel you're aiming for. Are you trying to refresh the space while keeping costs contained? Are you replacing cabinets and countertops? Are you changing the layout? Are you investing in premium finishes? A vague budget creates vague decisions, and vague decisions create quotes that are hard to compare. You do not need to know the final cost before starting, but you should know your target range and leave room for contingency. The seventh question is, are you planning to contact a contractor soon? If the answer is yes, then your plan needs to be clear. Contractors can help you understand feasibility and pricing. But if you go into the conversation without measurements, layout, direction, finish preferences, and a rough budget, the process can become frustrating. You may get very different numbers from different contractors because they're not priced in the same scope. Before you start calling, you want to be able to explain, here's the kitchen, here's where I think it's changed, here are the finishes I'm considering, here's the budget range I'm trying to stay within, here are the decisions I still need help with. That makes the conversations more productive. The main takeaway here is the 7 questions again. Have you measured your kitchen? Do you know whether your layout is changing? Have you chosen your cabinet style or finish? Have you chosen countertop material? Have you selected your sink, appliances, or major fixtures? Do you have a realistic budget range? Are you planning to contact a contractor soon? If you're missing a few of these, that does not mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means you need more planning before spending money or requesting quotes. The goal is not to make the remodel perfect. The goal is to reduce confusion before expensive decisions start stacking up. To make this easier, I created a kitchen remodel readiness check for kitchen planning. It asks you 7 quick questions and gives you a readiness score out of 100. You will see whether you are in the early planning stage, partially ready, mostly ready, or ready to organize your final plan. It also shows what decisions may still need to clarify before you call contractors, buy materials, or move forward with your remodel. You do not need to download the app first. You do not need to read a long guide first. Just take a quick check in and get your score. Go to kitchenplanet.net, kitchen-remodel-readiness check, or use the link in the description. Kitchen remodels are too expensive to plan with scattered notes, guesses, and rushed decisions. Before you spend money, check where you are. Take the free kitchen remodel readiness check. Get your score and use that as your next planning step. If this video helped you for more kitchen remodel planning tips, finish decision guidance, and ways to avoid costly mistakes before your remodel begins, subscribe below. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.